No, you do not need a shirt for this.
Okay, great.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Monkey Deathmatch, game number 4 of week 1, the final game of week number 1, and the final game in group 2 of our 2-group bracket. Today we've got a treat for you. After the obliteration that was the first game of the evening, we decided to do a second game here because we have the time. So we've got MiamiJoe versus Stigmata, Joe versus Dalton, two of the best in our group. Joe, the only player to hit gold, Dalton consistently in high silver. Probably, I'd say, the most committed person to learning, improving, and watching Overwatch League. So this is going to be a hype match. I mean, this is probably, if we had a featured match of the week, this is probably it. This is Monday Night Football. This is it. Doesn't get any bigger than this right here. So we can go ahead and jump right into it. The stream's all warmed up. Everybody here is all warmed up. We've got the game all set. So both players, you know the rules. Go ahead and email or Facebook me your first super picks. Pick number 1 is in for Dalton. Pick number 2 is in for Joe. No surprises here whatsoever. Coming out of Dalton's side for hero number 1, we've got the Hanzo. And the super pick for Joe, absolutely no surprise. Our token main tank main picks the Reinhardt. Okay. Both heroes, go ahead and Facebook message me your bans, who you'd like to ban from each player. Ban is in for Dalton. Ban is in for Joe. Interesting bans here. Coming out for the ban on Joe. So Joe is no longer able to use Brigitte. And Dalton will be banned Ashe. Harsh bans around. Ashe was Dalton's first golden weapon. He's been playing a lot of her in comp recently. And of course Brigitte, the cat lady, the waifu, the loli, whatever you want to call her, a great pick and has been devastating in 1v1 so far, as we've seen her in all 3 of our first matches. So go ahead, everybody, this will be your second hero. Go ahead and message me your second picks. Pick number 1 is in. Okay, so coming out from Joe's side, his second hero is going to be the Mercy. And the hero coming out from Dalton, hero number 2, is going to be the McCree. Don't sleep on Mercy. I know firsthand Mercy can be a lethal force in 1v1s. Earlier in the week, Dalton claimed to have McCree as his 4th or 5th best hero. So we're going to see how much his McCree has grown and how far it's come in this 1v1. All right. Message me your third heroes, champions. Oh boy. Now we're getting spicy and the spicy. Pick number 3 for Joe is going to be the Roadhog. No surprise here, as we've seen it either selected or banned in the first 3 of our games. And pick number 3 for Dalton is going to be the Widowmaker. Noticing a common theme here as Dalton is narrowing in on primarily snipers. See how Joe is able to handle with that. We've seen 4 snipers on Dalton's side, 1 banned and 3 picked. So let's go ahead and do the final ban here. The final ban for each of your opponents. It's a tough choice. You've got Joe with 2 tanks and a healer with a banned Brigitte. You've got Dalton with 3 DPS, all of which being long range or sniper characters, and another sniper, Ashe, banned. So how are we going to complete these lineups? Okay, ban is in for Joe. Still waiting on the final ban from Dalton.
I couldn't think of what Joe plays, to be honest.
Okay, so Dalton is going to be banned his Zenyatta. He will not be able to pick Zenyatta, and Joe is going to be banned the Mei. Kind of an interesting pick. We've seen Mei have a ton of success close to a 100% win rate in the first 3 matches. Only 1 loss, 3 wins. She's by far one of the most devastating characters here. And it's interesting that Dalton went ahead and banned the Brigitte, but maybe he just, or the Mei, but maybe he just didn't want to see Joe pick up a champion like Mei and get a cheeky win. So go ahead and email me or Facebook me your final picks, rounding out your lineup. You've got all your bans in. Oh man, I'm very curious about this. This is going to be interesting. The final pick for Dalton on the red side is going to be the Soldier 76. Another very, very good champion. A great hit scan, self-healing. He's got sprint to move around and those Helix rockets for nice burst damage. Joe going to round out his lineup with the Winston pick. An interesting pick. We saw Winston get picked by Tim last. We saw Winston get picked by Tim last match, but we never got to see him come out.
No, you didn't.
You picked Winston as your last pick. We were all here
But
to
did you
see
see it?
Of course we didn't, because you lost.
I mean, you picked it.
But you did indeed pick it. So we've got the from Joe's side. Banned is Brigitte and Mei. Selected is Reinhardt, Mercy, Roadhog, Winston. From Dalton's side, we've got banned Ashe, Zenyatta. And selected is Hanzo, McCree, Widowmaker, and Soldier 76. A full DPS lineup versus 3 tanks and a support. Are our champions ready to go?
Let's do it. Ready to
Yeah,
go.
time's up. Let's do this.
I'll go ahead and roll my die here to see who I'll spectate first. Looks like we're going to be spectating Joe first.
Ooh, I love Antarctica.
Going to Antarctica. Here we go.
Oh,
shit.
sorry. Oh, okay. We're good. I thought I got timed out of picking my character.
I missed the whole band phase. I was watching.
Oh, great, Ronald. Thanks for showing up.
Good to have you here, Ronald.
Yeah,
Thanks.
It's up on the stream. All right, Josh, Ronald, you
I'm
guys
watching.
know what these guys are picking. Round number 1 is going to be the Mercy versus the McCree. I am not sure this is winnable for Joe.
Of course it is. Plain Mercy. She's bae.
I don't know. McCree cannot heal. Mercy can. He could just on a point fight. I don't think Joe has a chance.
Oh,
But
well,
if he can just whittle McCree down while she heals,
I think that's exactly what
I think
we're
it's
seeing
game
here.
over.
Dalton's already down to about a quarter of his HP.
I think it's actually just it's a distance game, because I think
Joe's got the high.
Mercy's self regen will help him out versus a Mercury.
Oh, the
As
stun!
long as he doesn't get close and stun.
And there it is.
Nice.
Wow. I have been
Yeah,
proven
same.
wrong, not often in my life, but chalk this up to another one. Joe, absolutely dominant here, and I'm not so sure we're seeing the 4th or 5th best character from Dalton and McCree.
The Mercy's self sustain is really.
give him time. Give him time. It's really easy for McCree to kill Mercy. Just a couple shots. Dalton just has to be a
He got
sniper.
the stun off, but just fell off the side of the moving truck or whatever that is. I love Joe's skin, the young combat medical Ziegler. If I'm Dalton, are you just waiting and hiding out and taking pop shots until you get onto the point where you can just flash bang right click for a kill?
Oh my gosh! You're not gonna believe this. If you right click, like if you just consistently right click, you swap between both of them and spectate.
No way. It doesn't
My,
work-
my,
yeah, mine doesn't
not
work
do
like
that.
that.
So what you do is you right click so that way you're out of their view, go to where they are, and then right click on.
I got nothing, homie.
I'm
That's all right.
literally doing it right now. I will stream it to show you.
I just maybe next match I'll keybind it or something like that.
So you
No problem.
right click.
So right click should take you out of the spectate of that person, right?
It does not.
Yeah, it does not.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's my settings versus yours. Check. But I totally figured this out.
Oh, there it is!
There we go.
Just like that. That's how you do it. Just flashbang. Get all those shots off. I think Dalton's got it handled in here now.
So the strategy comes out for these guys. They know what they have to do.
It's all about adapting now. You know what Dalton wants to do. You know what Joe wants to do. How are you going to be able to adapt to counter that?
Yeah, exactly. Can Joe fend off Dalton, and can Dalton catch Joe?
I think if Joe can pick up a win here, that would be absolutely huge. His Mercy does not fare well against the DPS heavy sniper comp of Dalton's picks.
Yeah, if Joe can win this one, he'll be in such an advantage.
Oh boy. Oh, there's a stun. Oh, but Dalton can't follow up on the right click, and Joe's gonna regen all that delicious, nutritious health. Seen a couple misfires from Dalton here. Oh, he gets it off. There it is.
Oh no!
I don't know about that by Joe to approach from the low ground when you know flashbang is coming off cooldown. Score is 1-2. Here we go.
Now Mercy can float a little bit. Do you think that's going to help Joe at all on this map?
He can, especially if Joe can get the high ground over the McCree. It's harder to move. It's harder to hit a moving target, absolutely. But I think he's going to have to stay distance from. It's hard to say because you never want to be away from McCree. He's going to win that battle a lot of the time. But if you get too close to him, which it seems like Joe's been trying to do, you run the risk of hitting flashbang. Oh, Dalton got a shot off there. Not quite able to follow it up. Point's gonna unlock here. This is dangerous for Joe. A point battle with McCree is flashbang central.
Yep, no easy way to dodge it.
And point is unlocked. Here we are. There's McCree. He's on the point. Joe has gotta be so careful here. Also has to be careful. Oh, there's his flashbang. Oh, there it is. The right click.
Just does so much damage.
And Mercy.
More than a pulse bomb.
Mercy has no real way to escape. It's not like she's got an ally she can float to after being stunned. She just kind of has to take it. 3-1. If you're Joe, and you need to adapt to what you know Dalton's going to try to do, how are you adapting to fight McCree? Oh, there's a stun. Oh, there's the melee.
Yes.
All right. Dalton again got the flashbang off, but unable to execute that time. And I think that's a good point for Joe to be. Even if you get flashbangs, if you're far enough away to where the McCree can't follow it up with a solid right click, if he's not right in front of you, you have a chance to get away, regen some health. We've seen that a couple times.
Exactly. It's going to be that cat and mouse game. Once Joe can land a couple of solid shots, the engage is going to feel so much safer.
Right. And to Dalton's credit, he's doing a great job of playing that kind of hit and run tactic. He's hiding, he's waiting in the bushes.
He has to. That is his only way
He's
right
got to
now.
get the jump. Exactly. And so far, he's done a great job of it. It's just a matter of following up with that consistent right click. Oh, big damage.
Solid hit.
Was that a headshot? It had to have been, right? Oh, this is not good for Joe. He's on the low ground. McCree with high ground. That's asking for trouble. Joe trying to fire some preemptive strikes here, trying to see if he can catch Dalton looking. He gets him a couple times.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Joe regens that health. I do not think this is going to work for Dalton. I don't think taking
You got to think
pop shots.
it's pretty scary for Dalton.
Right.
He can't poke his head out until the point unlocks.
At the same time, Joe can't get too aggressive because he risks the flashbang. Oh, Dalton poked his head out there and said, "I'm not dealing with it."
Dalton looking like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, every other scary movie where he's just there at the doorway and then he's gone.
Dalton gets up high ground.
Oh, it's funny. Oh
Okay.
boy.
I
It's
think
like
Dalton,
a horror film.
I think
Joe's
Dalton is. Oh, couple shots. They're going to the point.
Here we
Unlocks
go.
in 5, 4.
All right. Now Joe's got to be careful, but this is still Dalton's game.
Oh!
Wow! Wow!
Chip damage. I'm pretty sure she fired the bullets out of her gun before the flashbang came off. Ooh.
Wow.
Josh, that was so interesting because it's almost like Mercy is playing defense, like a football team. Like, come to my point. Come at me. What can you do to get on my point?
Exactly. Exactly. But it was only thanks to the whittle damage that Joe had done, prior. If McCree was at full health, no way. So the biggest part of the game is right now.
Like I said earlier, I don't think that
And it's hard.
the poking pop
Joe is in an advantageous position until the point opens.
right.
So he's got the plus for so long before Dalton can really make his play.
This is big for both players. If Dalton can get this win on McCree, he forces Joe to play Mercy into Hanzo Widowmaker and Soldier 76.
Very true.
And at the opposite end, if Joe
Dalton
can
does
get
have
Mercy,
a good follow-up.
if Joe can get the Mercy off the chalkboard, that's huge for their lineups.
I'd be curious to see a hunted become hunter play. If Joe peeks his head around a corner and
there's
McCree happens to
Dalton.
be there, that's a flashbang 6-shooter shot, whatever it's called.
And that's what's so scary. A fan of the hammer. But that's what's so scary for Joe is that he has to hunt. He cannot let this go to a point match every time.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
at the same token, if you play too aggressively and you run into a position where you found McCree and he was ready for you, There we go.
Good roll by Dalton.
Great roll. Man, Dalton is just gonna run. He is definitely okay.
Of course. Oh, of course.
Sprinting and
No,
making this a
no
point
reason
match.
not to.
Exactly. And this is Flashbang Central. Here we go. Oh, but Joe found him!
Yo!
Joe found his approach! And Dalton couldn't even get to the point! Match point for Joe, the Blonde Bay, the PhD, Mercy. Has won, is it 3 in a row? To make this a 4-3 series? But I love Dalton's strategy there. That he played it perfectly. It just Joe was ready for it. You run away. You make this a point match. Don't risk yourself coming out taking cheeky pop shots. Get to the point with full health and fan the hammer into Mercy's face. Giggity. Ooh. Oh, Joe is just hunting. There's no fear in his eyes. This is Cheetah and Gazelle, but there's oh my gosh, he got too aggressive.
That is what I wanted to see from Dalton. Get it off.
All Joe had
You're
to do
thinking
was just wait.
you have 1 life left. There's no choice but for Dalton to just go crazy, go ham. Why not? Change it up.
And Joe was going out of a doorway. He couldn't see what was around the corner. This is going to be insane.
So now nerves are high on both ends here. How do you think that's going to play into the game? You think it's just going to be the same old, same old? Do you think strategy will differ because they're really, really scared now? They don't want to lose this.
It depends on how much each player's nerves are getting the best of them. Whereas Mercy can kind of pray and spray. McCree's got, a couple shots and they all come out one at a time. So if Dalton is shaking even a little bit, one missed bullet can be the difference between getting the kill on Mercy.
I think
and
I'm going to call it now. First person to get hit is going to lose.
Okay. Let's see if you're right. See if these guys can find each other. It's insane. It's almost like a coin toss about this matchup.
It's really is though.
Now I just keep thinking about the implications for this first match. You never want to say that a set is decided on the very first game, but both players trying to play around this Mercy.
There has been a pretty large amount of depth just from these past games with these two characters. You've seen the growth from both sides.
And if you're watching from Joe's perspective, I mean, Dalton is gone. I don't know what that dude may be in the Arctic. He ain't even in Antarctica anymore. Homeboy went to Australia.
I am watching from Joe's perspective.
Because I have not even seen a
And
peep.
right now, this is looking pretty advantageous for Dalton.
Oh boy. Howdy, Kim. Hey, you want to come watch? Dalton and Joe decided to play tonight since we have a little extra time.
Oh shit!
And it's Mercy versus McCree, 4-4, game 1. It's just been an insane set so far. Oh my gosh. Here it is. The points unlocking. And Joe hasn't even done a ticket damage to McCree. Oh, I think Dalton's got this.
There you go.
Oh, but Joe found him. Oh, but he couldn't win the hits.
Oh. No, you're so ballsy. Oh no! Oh.
There's the flashbang. There's the fan. Hey, that's it.
That was so close.
Whew. Oh man.
Wow. Just wow.
I actually thought Joe had it.
Lifesaver?
Lifesaver? For yourself?
Set a sharpshooter, I guess.
Good loot box, Tim.
Damn, you survived after getting flashed. You killed me after getting flashbang. Dang. That
Yep.
was close.
Oh man.
Wow. As close as it gets. My goodness.
Okay.
I hope the rest of the games are just like that. I
don't think the players do.
Well, the first series is better than the last one already, so.
Oh, well,
I'm
that
excited.
wasn't gonna take much. We could have put 2 infants against each other. It would have been more hype.
No, I mean better than the last Joe versus Dalton.
Oh. Okay.
Okay,
So McCree is
Necropolis.
off the
Okay.
table. We're going to Necropolis. Dalton, who
So
is
I
your
have to pick.
You do.
On this map. Boy, I really like Hanzo here. I'm gonna go Hanzo.
Okay, Dalton's going to go Hanzo, and I think that's absolutely the right choice. We'll go ahead and spectate from Dalton's point of view here.
Ooh.
All right, looking at who Joe has here, he's got the Reinhardt, the Mercy, the Roadhog, and the Winston. Who do you bring against Hanzo? Who would you bring?
Well, in my matchup
Ooh,
against
Roadhog.
Dalton, I was Reinhardt.
Oh, we got a Roadhog pick.
Ooh, I like this. I like this.
With all the high ground here, and the different buildings and pyramids and all this, if you're Joe, are you literally just waiting till the point unlocks and then fighting on point?
You know, probably. Roles might be reversed. This is where Dalton has a chance to try and get some snipe damage, even though, I don't know, with all the twists and turns in Necropolis, it might be easy for Joe just to heal off any kind of damage. If it does go to a point, I'm thinking it's going to be pretty difficult for Hanzo, especially if that hook comes out when he's doing the energy arrows. There's no way. There's no way. Dalton's going to have to get really creative.
He does have the I don't even know. It's called Sonic Arrow.
The Sonic Arrow.
I think he
yeah.
found. I think he might have found Joe. The Sonic Arrow allows him to see all these different rooms, and it's only a matter of time before he finds which room Joe's hiding in.
Exactly.
And at that point, if you're Joe, I mean, are you even really that bothered by it? Oh! Wow, a lot of damage in the back of the head.
Look at that.
It took Joe
What
so
a
long
hunter.
to realize. But he could just heal most of
I
it
love
off.
that.
I don't
I
know
love
if he all
that.
of it off, but if you're Joe, head's gotta be on a swivel here, because Dalton was able to sneak up on you so easily. Here we go.
And this is where the real game begins.
There's the hook! The headshot! Nope! Joe puffs, but he's gotta get onto the point. Oh, so close!
Oh man, this is
Wow.
tough.
Very close.
I did
Very
1,000
close.
damage that game.
Dalton did so much damage. He actually
I
had
did 1,070 damage.
that game. And he just couldn't finish off the
Okay,
self-sustain
I
of
need to
Log.
land more headshots.
Again, here we go. It's cat and mouse. Oh, never mind. The hunter has become the hunted. Dalton's down to 20 HP. 2 HP. And Dalton and Joe smartly just backs off, hucks up. But Dalton's got walls here. He's got the ability to snipe. Joe.
How do you recover as Hanzo?
Joe's still. Oh, there it is.
Fuck, dude.
Wow, the
I did
self-sustain.
1,000 more damage that game. Oh shit, this is tough.
I can't believe Dalton has just dumped so much damage into Joe, and the self-sustain of Hog just heals him right through it.
It's incredible. Hog is quite the character.
He's so good in 1v1s.
Tammy, can you stop moving when I heal you?
Okay. Oh, he downed him. Dalton knows where Joe wants to go. Joe wants to go to the house, he wants to go to the basement, and Dalton knows that. There's the hook! Oh, but Joe unable to punish! He gets the huff off.
Oh, smart by
that's a
Joe, just
that
running
was a
away.
headshot. He landed a headshot on Joe there. I'm kind of bummed Joe's gotten the hook but hasn't been able to punish. And Dalton just dumping damage into Joe with these sonic arrows.
Look at that.
Look at this, and he's building up so much of his ult. Joe whiffs on another hook. They're both really low on health. Joe's gonna huff. Joe's gonna come out.
Wow, nice.
And he got it up. You know what's amazing, Josh? Dalton has done so much damage. He's built up Dragon Strike just about 3 games in a row. That is insane.
At this point, it looks like that's what he needs to win.
Could you imagine? Joe thinks he's safe in the basement and just Dragon Strike right through the basement.
I would love to see that. Let's make it happen, Dalton. Let's make it happen.
Here we go. Again, found him. We're
Wow.
firing.
Very nice. I love that.
And you know, it's not like Joe is just not adapting. He has no choice. If he goes the opposite direction, he's putting himself out in the open. He's got to get to cover as quickly as possible.
But even as Roadhog, you can take that option. You can be a little bit more lax if you step out in the open. You know, odds are you're going to be able to react with any kind of damage you take with 600 health.
I love Joe went straight to the high ground. Look at this. He got the hook! Oh my god!
Oh.
Damn.
When the sniper has become the sniped.
So now, do you tell me this, John? Is Dalton taking advantage enough of his jump? Would that pay? Would that make any change in the match whatsoever? Do you think he can avoid the hook easier with the air dodge? Is that going to do anything, or does Joe just have too much health?
I seen him do it last match. He used the jump to get away, and he was actually able to prolong the fight, but he wasn't able to capitalize on landing the hits afterwards. And I think that's what it's going to come down to. You know, the other jump is
I
great.
love the
get
early
away.
snipes by Dalton. I love it.
You know, I don't even think this loss is even that significant for Dalton. As weird as it would say if he does end up losing this match. Hog has a good matchup to just about all of his characters. Maybe the exception of being 76. Joe still has to deal with the 3 snipers against Mercy. He's got to figure out a way for Reinhardt to win. And if we learned anything from your match, you know, Hanzo versus Reinhardt, that may not be so easy for Joe to do. Dalton doing a marvelous job of baiting out these hooks. Oh, but Joe's coming.
Dalton's doing very well. Oh, I love that.
You can see when Joe is getting ready to come out with the Sonic or the Sonic Arrow. I'm just gonna call it Sonic Arrow. If it's wrong, correct me in chat.
It is Sonic Arrow.
Ah, there we go.
Sonic Arrow.
Points for the caster.
I thought it was a Storm Arrow.
Storm Arrow's consecutive ones. There it is. There it is. There it is. Joe misses the hook again. Joe has missed a lot of hooks this match.
I'm super excited, John. I'm feeling like a Dragon Strike is just about ready.
What a hype way. I mean, if you're Dalton, do you fire it now, or would you fire it at the point when it unlocks? I feel like it'd be a great way to keep Joe off the point when Joe starts approaching, or to get him off the point. Yo. There it is! Oh! Oh my god!
I loved what Dalton was trying to do! Oh,
I did 4,800 damage.
That was the perfect strat, and Joe played around it perfectly. This better be played the game.
Incredible. I hope you get to see. Oh, this one's pretty
Oh, this
gnarly.
one's pretty good too. Done. Dalton used the Dragon Strike almost like a May wall to get onto the point. And Joe waited it out and hooked him before he even touched the point.
And the jump over the open area to reach the point.
That was beautiful.
I thought it was gonna work. I really did. That's such good creativity.
That's the kind of adaptation that players need when they're facing a bad or unfavorable matchup.
Exactly.
And Dalton showed exactly why he's one of the top players
though.
here. He adapted to the situation. It just, man, the self-sustain from Hog was just a little too much.
I adapted too late.
Okay.
Joe, what are you picking?
We got Black Forest, where everything happens.
Oh.
Do you remember Black
I
Forest?
will go
Winston.
Oh,
Okay.
Joe going with the Winston here. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see what Dalton. If you're okay, so you know Joe's going Winston. If you're Dalton, who do you want to play into Winston?
What are the chances he sticks with Hanzo?
You know what? I think that's exactly the pick. That's exactly what I was going to say. I would just go back to Hanzo. You got a lot of opportunities for high ground. You've got the mobility to get around the Black Forest.
Exactly. We'll see what he does.
And he's sticking with the Hanzo. I think that's the right call.
Yeah, I do too. It's going to be a lot easier to bust through shields.
boy.
He doesn't have to worry about healing.
Think about all. Oh, look at that. I mean, that just shows you right there. The lead. Unable to land
Incredibly
a shot.
close. Oh, incredibly close.
Oh man, if Dalton had the right strategy. He got the jump on Winston. He probably, I mean, we're spectating from Joe's side, so I assume he used the Sonic arrow to see where Joe was coming from, and just put so much damage.
That was such a learning play by Joe. You know, figuring out whether to run away, engage. That was quick. Quick choice to engage.
Yeah,
It was the right choice.
How much damage am I gonna take? You know, approaching. How
I
much
don't
damage
know
can
if
you
it's
do
going to work
here?
again.
Both of these players have shown.
Because with that engage goes the shield.
If you're Winston, do you want a point fight here, or do you want to just get this out and done in the open? Oh wow! Joe found Dalton real quick, and Dalton's taking damage. But Joe's also taking. Oh, Dalton fell off. Oh no!
There goes Joe after him.
I thought Dalton was gonna have that. I really did.
Yeah, I'm really thinking that Dalton's gonna adapt. I feel it. He's getting closer. He's playing smarter. He just needed a little bit more room.
Okay. But I think this is a good matchup for Dalton. I really do. You can pour so much damage into Winston, and you don't have to worry about him healing. Look at that. Look at that. And Joe is forced to pop his bubble early. Oh, he misses the jump. Oh, another hit. I think Joe is just about done here. Close.
Oh, for a moment.
That
Oh, I
close.
love the switch in skin.
Yeah.
That must be the
Over the wall.
Super Saiyan 2.
Hanzo of House Stark. Joe made a couple mistakes there. I felt like he was forced to burst the bubble too early, and then the first jump was hindered by, I think it was the roof, so he wasn't able to engage. He kind of got caught out in the open, took some extra damage. But Joe can clean that up. Dalton staying away and firing those hot shots.
Yep. These guys have switched back and forth from the cat and mouse game. Every time.
Oh, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Oh God.
In the back.
That did a lot of damage. Oh, Joe tried to get the
And
pounce on Hanzo.
This is kind of representative of the Mercy versus McCree match. You know, if Dalton can whittle Winston down before the engage, he has such a better chance.
Oh,
Look at this.
Joe misplaced the bubble. I felt like if Joe was able to land and use the bubble as a shield, he may have had a chance there. But he dropped it just a hair too late, and we're tied up at 2-2.
Yep. Now we have to see Joe adapt.
I think
Or just not get hit.
I think Dalton's settling in. The nerves have finally settled in. You know, he was starting to tilt. I think he's got himself back on course. You see him landing the shots that we're accustomed to seeing him land.
So if you're Joe, are you trying to just engage as fast as possible?
In a way, yes, because I would rather get the jump on my opponent and see him coming, and he sees me coming, I see him coming, versus a Sonic arrow revealing my location, and then the Hanzo has to jump on me.
Exactly. Okay.
But I'm also curious if this goes
As
down
long
to a
as
point
Joe
fight.
can avoid early damage.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If it can go to a point fight
Joe's
and
favorite.
Joe can drop the bubble on point, I mean, how do you deal with that as Hanzo? Joe needs to. You said it. He needs to avoid the early damage. He's only got, only is a loose term, but 500 health, with only a little bit of being shield damage, and you saw how much damage Hanzo can just pour into an opponent. Oh, just like that, one shot.
Good call by Joe, jumping to reach him. But Dalton was able to get that early shot.
Another shot. Joe's already down to half health. So there you go. You were talking about using the double jump in the last match. Dalton used the double jump to get away there. Joe's gonna engage. Here we go. Oh, but that's it. And it all comes down to that one shot. If Joe wouldn't have taken that first shot, I think he had it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. So we've seen Dalton win 3 in a row here to take the lead, 3-2, when it looked like it was a one-sided affair for Joe. But you know, Joe's not out of it yet. We saw him make a pretty decent comeback with the Mercy play. He's gonna figure this out. I don't think it's just gonna be a steamroll from here. All right. Oh, here we go. Joe got a clean engage. That's
There we
what
go.
he needed. And,
Such a good play by Joe.
and Dalton almost fell off the edge. I thought Joe was going to overshoot that and just fly off the edge.
I thought Joe was gonna go right
Oh,
off
I
the
thought
edge.
he was gone.
It looked like Dalton popped off the edge, and then Joe just like monkey whapped him in the air. Wow, how exciting!
What,
Such
wow,
a close
this is a hell of a series. This is what I wish every Monkey Deathmatch could be like. Okay. Hey, you know, Josh, I just gotta throw it out there. If you're the Winston, do you almost want to just sit right in front of your spawn and just kind of camp out in the castles and have Hanzo come to you instead of, you know, letting... Oh, here comes Joe on the engage. Both people took some damage there. Oh, there it is. Another engage by Joe. Joe is doing such a great job using these leaps to get where Hanzo's vision is limited. He drops down the bubble, and using the bubble, he's able to escape.
Joe playing very well here.
Oh,
Absolutely very
both people
well.
low, and Joe gets it. Wow. Like I said, I figured Joe was cooking up something. And
Look
just like
at that adaptation.
he's back in the lead. This is a back and forth series, folks. Here we go. This is. If you're Dalton, do you feel almost a little bit of? I don't want. What's the word I'm looking for? Are you nervous about this last match? This is match point for Joe. You cannot afford another mistake.
I think as long the nerves are going to be hot for Dalton until he can land those first couple of shots.
Oh.
If he can land some shots before Joe sees him, then I think Dalton will be the victor.
That's exactly what just happened, though. Joe was able to see Dalton, ducked to cover, and Dalton wasn't able to get that first shot like we've seen him take so many times.
So do you hide? Do you hide as
Here we
Hanzo?
go. Here's the pounce. Joe waiting his time, using the bubble. There we go. Okay. Wow. So Dalton has also
Good play
adapted.
by Dalton. Very good play by Dalton.
Using that jump to get away from where the Winston's gonna pounce. Oh!
no!
Last hit. Joe was
Incredibly close.
61 health.
I thought that was going to go right to Dalton.
Damn.
I thought he had it. When he used the jump and realized he can jump away from the Winston dive, I thought it was over. Look at this. Oh, there he goes. Okay.
I don't know why that was play of the game. Okay.
All right.
Tough one.
So we've seen Joe take 2 wins with the tanks, And Dalton 0-2 with his Hanzo so far. We'll wait for the next map to get revealed before Joe needs to lock in his choice. And Joe, you've been awfully quiet. Are you just focusing? Are you blocking out all the noise?
Just focusing.
Understood. I completely understand and respect that. We're going back to Necropolis.
Ooh!
Right.
Don't like that.
Well, this is gonna favor just about the remainder of Dalton's lineup. If you're Joe, are you like, okay, I pretty much lost this one. I gotta go to the next map, or you want to fight here?
What are you on, Joe?
There's no choice but to fight.
Sure.
But
I will do Reinhardt. Sorry.
Ooh, Joe going with the Reinhardt here.
ooh. Now, what do you play as Dalton? Now, I dare say it again.
Do you stick
But
on
would
Hanzo?
you go Hanzo?
If there's one thing we learned from your match with him, it was another Reinhardt v Hanzo. The arrows are able to melt shields so quickly.
So quickly.
You don't want to go Widowmaker.
Oh!
Oh, he goes Soldier. That's a good pick. I think that's just as viable. Get to the high ground. You can melt the shield on high ground, and there's not a damn thing that Reinhardt can do about it.
Exactly.
Joe gets the high ground, brings out the shield, and Dalton's just gonna farm up this shield. Doesn't get much ult charge off of it because you're not doing damage per se, but every crack you're putting in that shield is damage you're gonna do later.
Okay, so who's playing who this time? I'm watching.
You're watching the streams?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm watching.
We got Dalton on the Soldier
Dalton
76 and Joe on the Reinhardt. Joe is up
Gotcha.
2-1. Joe's won with Winston and Roadhog, and Dalton has won with McCree. Okay. Ooh, boy. Hey, if you're Joe, you're pretty much just waiting this one out, right? There's no reason not to turn this into a point fight.
Yeah. I think your two choices are going to be to engage or just wait. What are the odds? Can Soldier do enough damage to the shield if Joe just walks up to him?
Problem is that Joe keeps letting him get ult charge off of throwing his shield up like that.
You
You should really just
you
stay
don't
for cover and not allow him to get the ult charge at all.
You don't get a lot of ult charge off the shield, actually. Alright, we're on the point. And Dalton is going to stay on. Here's the charge! Joe misses! Oh! Ooh.
The fatal miss.
Are you almost surprised Joe didn't just kind of put his shield up and just walk forward? Can Soldier do 2,000 points of damage in 3 seconds?
No. If I were Joe, I would have, just waltzed him down and pressured him into a charge, rather than just charging outright. They're really easy to dodge.
And there it is. Joe decides to move the opposite direction. Shield is up. And Dalton's just gonna fire away. Joe drops the shield. He thinks he's got it covered, but Dalton just moves around and gets some damage off.
I like the aggression by Dalton. I think that's exactly what he needs to do.
Oh, Joe predicted an engage there. And Dalton is just gonna play hit and run. He's almost breaking his shield. This is bad for Joe. Joe's got the charge. Dalton steps out of the way, and Joe's gone. Okay. This is tough. This is not a good matchup for Joe. But I really want to see him just wait this out, bring it to the point, and conserve as much health as you can. Joe take every little bit of chip damage Joe takes is really gonna add up when that shield cracks. Oh, oh, Joe just taking
Almost.
damage, man. And you know, credit to Joe. This isn't easy. This is not an easy matchup, but Dalton is just making it look.
Oh!
He had the right play.
I almost thought Joe was gonna have it.
He had to predict, but Dalton with the lightning quick rocket helix, helix rockets. Okay. You can really hear Dalton working that mouse over there. He is keeping his head on a swivel. He's trying every angle he can to get damage in this Reinhardt. Are you? I know we're playing Ring Around the Rosie in the temple here, but are you surprised Joe hasn't tried the basement?
The basement offers close quarters. You know, it'd be relatively the same as a point fight. Yeah.
Joe with the fire strike, the charge, and Dalton's just gonna farm Joe's back. This is tough. This is So
wow.
Joe tagged him there, but Dalton's just gonna, you know, he's gonna throw up his field. And we're looking at a clean sweep here. I'm kind of.
It's gotta be a heavy engage by Joe.
Why did you say? Why do you have it? Okay, never mind.
Everything okay?
You accidentally had it me versus Joe for some reason.
Oh yeah, you're right. I actually totally do.
On the stream, it's the right one.
Wow, Joe is going in, but the damage from Soldier. Oh boy.
You like my skin, Ronald?
Yeah, I like that skin. I have that skin. It's the best soldier skin, to be honest.
It's pretty good.
So a clean sweep by Dalton.
I think Joe might have killed himself there. I don't know if he would have kept going off the edge.
Okay. We are tied up 2-2.
So Joe has Ryan and what left?
Joe has Ryan and Mercy left.
Oh, and Mercy still.
Yep, you have Hanzo and Widowmaker.
Okay, let's see what map it is.
I think Joe got the short end of the stick there. That wasn't a very good map for Ryan. But I think he could have played it. I think he could have played it a little bit differently. I'm very surprised he didn't go to the basement.
Ayuthia. Okay.
Ooh, Ayuthia.
I see my opportunity. I'm going Widow.
Yeah, that's a good pick for Dalton. As soon as Ayuthia came up, there's no reason not to go Widowmaker. However, if you're Joe, do you dare stay on the Reinhardt?
I don't think Reinhardt's a bad choice at all, honestly.
Essentially, I mean, you can just kind of make this a point fight.
Exactly.
And what is Widowmaker going to do on the point?
Well,
yeah, there it is. Joe will stay on the Reinhardt.
Good choice. Good choice by Joe.
I just, you know, we'll focus on this match. But I just want to say this before we really get any action going. I worry about Joe's ability to win with Mercy against Hanzo, and especially against Widowmaker.
Oh.
Granted, you know, I did think that I did think that the McCree Mercy matchup was pretty bad for Joe, and he ended up
Very
making
true.
that very close. Joe dropped his shield and took a shot. Took another shot. Oh, he got the fire strike on.
Wow, a good clip by Joe.
And Dalton says, "To hell with this. I'm just gonna use primary fire and try to do some damage to the shield." But Reinhardt is a beefy boy. You don't want to see him coming towards you. 30 seconds till points unlocks. Oh god, Barrett on near miss. I'm not gonna say that Joe's shield is low, but it's certainly not as low. Oh, some damage! There's the fire strike to end it.
I like how Dalton escaped, but it was definitely inevitable. This is gonna be extremely hard for Dalton.
But and the most important thing I saw from that match is that Joe, you know, it goes back to the Predator movie. If it bleeds, you can kill it. And there were times that Dalton got a couple cheeky little sniper shots off on Joe, and Joe dropped his shield. It's going to be up to Dalton to take advantage of those shots and get away once he does. Keep an eye on the Venom line placements as well. Dalton can get a cheeky Venom line off and chip away at that armor damage. That's going to make a shot later down the road much more lethal. Takes a shot. That doesn't quite hit the dice though. He's up. Oh, Dalton just missing his shots. Got one there. And dodged the fire strike. Okay. Joe took a lot of damage from that hit. Oh, but he tagged him with
another
the
good
flame
clip
strike.
by Joe.
Okay.
Doing very well with those fire strikes.
Are you kind of surprised that Joe is playing this as aggro, or is that the way to go?
Wow. Oh, wow.
It looks like a good victory for Joe, but think about
33 health left.
how low he was. One shot, not even fully charged. One more hit from Dalton anywhere in that match, and he's got it.
Good placements of Venom Mine. Might really help him out. But it's super easy for Joe to just work around it.
Okay, Wild Man's charge. Not able to catch the
Oh,
fire strike.
very cool.
Dalton is doing a much better job this match of staying away from Joe, using the grappling hook. Oh, but Joe's gotten close here. The very nice of Joe to check for the Venom Mine. Joe's got that shield up. Fire strike in, no dice. Point unlocked. Oh, there's a hit. There's a hit. Ooh, Dalton missed that shot. That could have been big money right there. But this is what I'm talking about. This is the point. What is Widowmaker gonna do? Because if she gets on the point, she can't fight close quarters. If she stays off the point, you lose. Here we go. What's Dalton got up his sleeves? The point is unlocked. It's just gonna be ring around the
the rosy. That's all. That's really all you can do.
So
Try
now,
and go for chip damage and just ring around the rosy.
who's gonna make a mistake first? Joe is already almost down to half health. I mean, this isn't gonna be a cakewalk. Still more chip damage. Oh, fire strike doesn't connect.
It's very close.
This chip damage. Oh, there's the venom mine. He tagged him. Oh, it just wasn't quite enough. That chip damage over time. That's what it's coming down to.
Yep.
If I were Joe in that situation, aimed a fire shot at his trap so that way I could chase.
Ooh. And Joe obviously dominated games 1 and 2. Dalton adapted to a great strategy to take game 3.
So, do you think is there adaptation going on, or did Joe just get hit by too much stuff before?
I think he got hit by
the
too
close
much
quarters
stuff.
combat.
But credit to Dalton. Dalton played keep away extremely well.
Extremely well.
Wow, just like that.
Oh, and we see it again.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Joe with a little bit of an error there. I think standing out in the open, no cover, no shield up. Widow can see this whole map, and already he's paying for it. Another hit. Ooh. Ooh, Venomine. Dalton at the ready for when Joe drops that shield. Fire strike, no dice. Oh, he almost gets the charge. Oh, they're both so low. Oh, flame strike.
Nice.
Wow.
Incredible.
Credit to Joe. That was a lost match. Joe had taken way too much damage.
Oh, yeah.
Whole map. And he found a way. He went in. He said, to hell with it. I've got low health. I'm probably going to lose anyway. I might as well go for it. And it worked. Here we go. Oh, man. Ronald, are you watching the stream or are you watching just spectating?
I'm spectating both players.
Okay. Ooh, Joe got tagged there again. Josh, I feel like this whole set has just been a giant game of cat and mouse with both of them trading off the roles of cat and mouse.
That's exactly what it's felt like. It's been entertaining to watch how each person plays that role.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh! Did Joe get hit with the Venomine?
I don't think so.
Here we go. Oh!
Oh, very nice.
Very nice by Dalton, using the point to ring around that Rosie. This is a ball game. And credit to Dalton, in a matchup that looked probably unwinnable, he's putting up a hell of a fight. We're just seeing some good Overwatch here. Some really, really good Overwatch by both these guys. Credit to both those players.
Extremely entertaining. I really don't know which way it's gonna go. I'm favored towards Joe, but Dalton makes me believe it. Dalton makes me believe that he can do this.
So Joe found Dalton, took a little bit of damage for it. And we're seeing a much more aggro style from Joe. He is coming.
Mm-hmm.
But he's taken a little bit of damage. Nothing too big. But we've seen it in so many matches. Every little bit adds up. Oh, the mine. I don't know if that was intentional or if the mine blocked the fire strike from hitting Dalton. Oh, Joe gets hit by a mine. The mine placements. Joe with the YOLO charge.
That tick damage.
That'll do it. Yep.
Mine takes it.
Okay. Okay. We're tied. 3-3. Dalton is making me believe. This is tough.
Anybody's game.
It really is though. Okay. What I'd like to see from Joe is the top taking all of his tick damage. You've seen how much it just whittles away
It
at
matters.
Lionheart.
How much it very much matters.
And I think Dalton placing the mine on the point is one of the smartest things he can do. The misfire strike. And we thought Dalton was... Oh! Dalton tried to get a sneak around the back.
Oh, fuck.
Did that fire strike hit Dalton?
I believe it did.
Oh, man. That's huge for Joe. Oh, but Joe procs the Venom Mine. He's got no more shield health left. That's big. Dalton knows it. He can play around that mine. Alright, here comes the point. Came close. Oh! Oh! Joe took a swing for his life. And Dalton got the punish for it.
Alas, kamikaze by Joe. Respectable.
And Dalton's doing it. He's doing it. He's making me believe. Patience. Patience from both players. Playing around the point. Dalton is playing around the point. And Joe goes for the charge. Oh, but Dalton not able to punish. Joe procs the mine. That take damage. And that's it.
Oh, man.
Joe's Reinhardt goes down to Dalton's Widowmaker.
Well, I didn't do any Widowmaker stuff that game, but... I learned how to deal.
Oh man. Oh man.
51 HP, 25 HP, damn.
That was the best kill.
That was impressive. I should have scoped for that one.
So Dalton will be playing Hanzo for the rest of the set.
Damn. I got a loot box.
Okay. We're going to Antarctica. Joe has Reinhardt, Mercy. Dalton has Hanzo. All right, Joe going Mercy, bringing Mercy back to Antarctica.
We started here and we'll end here.
Oh boy. Oh man. I mean, it has to happen eventually, because Joe has to win a game with Mercy.
This is extremely scary.
God, look at the one arrow, and more than half of her health is gone.
Stop running, you bitch.
So close. So close.
Oh, incredibly close.
I was sure that melee was gonna kill when I went for it. I underrated how much HP she had.
we've seen it get pretty close. Joe just needs to land a couple more shots, and Dalton just needs to play his game. Keep this long distance. You are the hunter. You do so much more damage to Mercy than she does to you.
Exactly.
Ooh. Joe is hunting, and I can respect it. But Hanzo's got an ability called Storm Arrows. Oh,
Cat and mouse.
Was that a headshot or was it just a normal shot?
I think it was just normal shot.
Okay. Oh, but that was a headshot!
That was a headshot.
That was a headshot. Joe's gotta just whittle him down. So scary. So scary.
Mercy can heal, and we saw that in the McCree match. It's going to be up to Dalton to land consecutive shots, make sure he finishes her off, or just land one headshot, like we saw.
Nice play by Joe.
Nice play by Joe to get the crouch in, but Dalton with the lunge to get the advance. Mercy's low on health. Oh, that's so scary. When you're low and you're waiting on Mercy to regenerate, you've gotta back off. Hanzo, with the way he can approach, his sonic arrow, so many tools to engage. Joe with some tick damage in.
Joe's doing very well right now.
Tick damage. You got it. That was a headshot.
Not over yet.
Now, credit to Joe for the win, but I feel like Dalton missed a lot of shots there. There were a lot of opportunities to end that game. Are you almost surprised by Joe's aggressive playstyle, or do you think that's the way he has to play?
It might really come down to whether Dalton can get that Oko, that shot to the face.
I love how these players rotate on this map. We saw a little bit with McCree v Mercy, but here, you see each one of these players rotating, finding cover, taking different positions. Oh, Mercy took a shot there. 125 health gone every time Hanzo lands a body shot, which of course double that is an Oko for a headshot. Really, all Dalton needs is 2 arrows in a row to wrap this up.
It's all he needs.
Dalton completely snuck up on Joe.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't
Wasn't
even think
able to take it though.
I don't think he even got the benefit of that engage because Joe walked away with full health. Oh boy. Oh, Joe! Oh my gosh!
She heals so fucking much.
That match went in so many directions.
Oh my gosh, my heart.
I thought Joe had it, and then I thought Dalton had it, and then I thought Joe had it, and then I thought for sure Dalton had it. Oh man.
Is that a Sean?
Josh, how many times have we seen this? Dalton gets a shot in, Mercy heals it up,
Yep.
and we fight again. It's like nothing happened. This isn't like
Dalton's got to get that OCO.
this isn't like Hanzo v Roadhog. Dalton's not going to be able to deal enough damage to build his ultimate. It's got to come down to a headshot or landing 2 shots in a row. Oh, Dalton's on the chase now. Oh, there it is. Yep.
Incredibly close again.
Joe had nowhere to hide and nowhere to run to. And Dalton sensed it and moved in. This is so close. It really is anybody's game. What? What just happened? What was that, a boxing match?
Look at that! The arrow even went through Mercy's face, but Mercy said no to the god of death.
I used to drive an arrow to the face. Some bullshit, man.
Oh my gosh.
It's there. I couldn't land the hit.
We're tied up 3-3, and I love that approach by Dalton. He went straight for where he knows Joe comes from.
Yeah. I honestly, when I saw that, I thought it was going to be Dalton's game. I really did.
Absolutely. Joe, credit to Joe to outmaneuver, predict where Dalton was going to fire, and Dalton just not able to land a hit to finish it up. And we had like 6 melee attacks that hit or missed, couldn't finish off either player. Oh, someone left. Goodbye, someone. Okay. Some chip damage in. Not a whole lot. Oh!
Oh, no way.
The headshot!
Joe even had the preemptive damage going, but man, that one headshot, that's all it takes. Mercy can drop like a fly.
And Dalton's at match point. 1 win, and he just needs 1 win against a support character, Mercy, to take his first win of the Monkey Deathmatch League.
Who won? I'm sorry.
It's yet to be determined, but it's looking pretty close here.
Oh dear.
Dude, I don't think Joe will let him have it. If Dalton can't land those headshots, I think Joe will end up as the victor.
Well, we've seen Dalton for 2 out of the 4 of his victories. We've seen Dalton land that OCO shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it takes.
He trusts himself that he can. You want to play Hanzo if he didn't?
Okay, Hanzo taking some
Joe
chip
doing
damage.
exactly what he needs to do.
Every time you hear an arrow fly, you just hold your breath.
Fuck.
Yes. 100%. After how quickly Mercy just dropped dead, oh yeah. It's scary because although it seems like Joe will be the one to win with all the damage coming out, It just there
Whoa,
it is.
whoa!
I couldn't get around.
There it is.
Oh my goodness.
Has the fat lady not yet sung on Joe?
Damn it. Josh is feeding me.
Oh, this is it, Josh. We're in match point. My heart is pounding. I can only imagine what these two players are feeling right now.
This is exciting. It's hard to even say anything. I just want to watch.
I may be a little biased. I don't really, I don't have a stake in who wins overall, but I really, really want to see this go just one more game. Give me one more game of these two warriors.
Of course,
duking
of
it
course.
out.
Give Dalton the. Oh my gosh. Quite interesting pick too. Joe is the only one that goes Mercy. His fan favorite pick that ended up doing extremely well.
He's gotten 8 wins with her. He hasn't won a set with her, but you can bring any game to game number 9 with a character. You're doing something right. I think Joe may have seen a snicker of Dalton. Going unlocked in 30 seconds. I think this is gonna go to a point fight unless Dalton can end
I think Dalton's got the right idea here. Trying to hide for the point.
Just storm arrows, man. It's an insane ability. This
It's crazy. All you need is 2.
We're gonna know the winner of this match in 8 seconds. Here we go. Joe gets it! Oh my gosh! The upset! Oh my gosh! There were 3 times on that fight where Joe was below 125 HP, and I thought, that's it. Dalton just needs one more arrow. Just one more arrow. And Joe somehow finds the survivability. Oh, that was sick. Okay, credit. That was clean. Gotta give credit where credit is fucking due. That was awesome.
That was very clean. Oh yeah.
Josh, my heart is pounding. My heart is actually like pounding in my chest right now.
Oh.
I thought for sure Dalton was gonna win that match. And for the first time in our young season, we're going to the final round possible.
The final game.
Match number 7.
Black Forest, okay.
It's gonna be Black Forest, where shit always happens. We've got Reinhardt versus Hanzo. And if I'm being honest, I don't think Joe has another miracle. We'll spectate Dalton for this match. And here we go.
See through the dragon's eyes.
That chip damage. Oh, more damage.
Definitely an awful map for Reinhardt here.
I'm kind of bummed that we didn't.
Just a bit. This was
We didn't see Castillo
absolutely fantastic for Hanzo.
at all. Yeah, Hanzo's gonna have the advantage here. Joe is gonna have to really pull something out of the hat.
So what do you think about a point fight? Do you think that works in favor for Joe or in favor for Dalton? With no shield, Storm Arrow just ripped through Ryan.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't see a way Joe can pull this off. Dalton's just gonna get the high ground. He can pretty much see just about every which way Joe's coming. I remember fighting Joe on this map as Junkrat. And Joe ended up getting the win because I played a little aggressively. I don't think Dalton's gonna make that mistake. I think he's just gonna play smart, keep his distance, and if this ends up being a point fight, he's just gonna stay in one corner of the point and melt through with some storm arrow, just like he's doing. I see Joe making kind of the same mistakes that I saw him making against the Widowmaker. He's taking the chip damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just about ended, too.
Sorry. Well, I really owe every lunch tomorrow now.
Yeah, the storm arrows, sonic arrows, so much at the disposal of Hanzo to clean this up.
Blocked by the dragon. See through the dragon's eyes.
Oh fuck.
Oh, very good. Very good by Joe.
See that which is unseen.
Hey, we're gonna call you back in just a little bit. It's almost over. I love you. Give me just a sec. I love you. She's not gonna let me out of this, dude.
That's gonna do
Well,
it.
Dalton, great games.
Great set, dude.
That was
That was a
amazing.
crazy good game.
Wow.
Your mercy is fearsome.
Oh my gosh. And it comes to an end.
What a great set. I just really wanted to see a good set. And boy was it not disappointing. That was amazing. Such great games. Gosh, credit to both players and credit to Dalton for getting the job done. He's going to pick up the first dub of 2019 for the Denver Leeroys Monkey Deathmatch League. And I'm pretty sure the wife calls. So I don't think we're going to get an interview with our winner.
Wait, who won? Sorry, I'm playing.
You'll have to watch it tomorrow
won
and find
4-3.
out.
Oh. It was a great set. It was really fun.
Wait, I'm sorry. You all spoke at once.
Yep, you'll have to watch tomorrow to find out.
What is in my loot box? I got a legendary in my loot box. It's a legendary Doomfist skin.
Wonderful.
The Black Hand.
Is it one of his many good skins?
All right,
It's a pretty
Dalton,
cool looking skin.
before you call the wife back, just tell us a couple words, what you thought of the set, what you thought of Joe's selections, and what was your plan to win?
His selections were so tank heavy. It was really interesting. It made me kind of concerned if I was going to be able to deal with my like very sniper heavy lineup, and I wasn't really hitting a whole lot of headshots. So honestly, I didn't play all that well. My Hanzo, it took me a long time to adjust his Hanzo. The Winston matchup I really thought was going to be a lot more winnable than it was, and maybe I actually played too passively in that matchup. Maybe I could have like baited him into just coming towards me and hoping that I could just burn him down with a few Storm Arrow headshots. Roadhog definitely did not play defensively enough, as Hanzo should have just held on to that Dragon Strike and hoped to pin him down with it. I didn't get that going until the very last round, and he was ready for it. So credit to Joe. He put up a great fight. I gotta say Reinhardt's definitely not the best character for 1v1s. Like he can get a few things done, but if you camp hard enough, you can usually deal with it. His Mercy is pretty hard to deal with. It's not really a meme pick, honestly, because she's got a very small hurt box, and her regen is just so powerful. Like you really have to land your headshots to put her down, or as McCree, you gotta get the flashbangs in. I don't think I'm pretty sure all of my games with McCree were won by flashbangs. One was not a right click after a flashbang, but most of them were. Yeah, I think Joe's going to be hard to beat for everybody else, including me if I have to play him again.
All right. Going forward, I believe next week you play Josh, if I read the schedule correctly. You saw Josh play against Michaela while you were working. We have the live stream going on here. What's going to be your strategy going up against Josh? What are you going to expect?
I'm just going to hope he brings out that Baptiste, because that'll look pretty easy for basically everyone, I think, at this point.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, I beat Josh last time. I think I can beat him again.
All right. Well, if you do, you'll move on to 2-0. Right now, you're sitting at a clean 1-0, sitting fourth in the standings, second in the group behind Josh himself. Congrats on the win. Go call the wife back. And yeah, I look forward to seeing the rest of your matches in what's looking to be a very stacked group number 2.
Yeah, group 2 looks really good. Look forward to seeing the rest of the guys.
All right, take care, Dalton. Well, Josh, that was
Peace.
just about as intense as we could have ever hoped for.
Oh my gosh. Most definitely. A lot more out of Joe's Mercy than you really would have thought, right?
Oh, absolutely.
That Game 5 comeback, it was what everyone wanted to see. Unfortunately, it was a awful map. Extremely, extremely awful map.
Yeah, I think Joe would have fared so much better on a Castillo. Even Antarctica, if they would have gone back to Antarctica, I think Joe had a
Even
great shot
Antarctica,
there.
I think, would have been just better.
Yeah,
He took way too much tick damage. Really, both players had to play cat and mouse, and Dalton got the cheese.
Yeah, that's just what it is. It's tick damage wound up over time, and the Widowmaker was able to take away the Reinhardt, We saw the same with the Hanzo landing all those cheeky shots. Take a look.
Joe could not deal with the tick damage between Hanzo, Widowmaker, just the use of the shield, popping in, popping out. Dalton was just too good at sniping him in between those short gaps, and ultimately, it's not really much of a fight when Big Boy Ryan's coming at you with 200 health.
Yeah, going forward, it almost makes me wonder. We saw Joe's Mercy is a force to be reckoned with. I mean, we kind of saw it against my Junkrat in the preseason. We saw her able to just take out one of the most frustrating characters in the game with ease. But then you start to see how she fared against Dalton. You saw her almost take a set off of McCree. You saw her make the comeback and take it off against Hanzo. So Joe's got a formidable pocket going forward, and he seems to be the only one to play Mercy.
Joe has a formidable pocket. Mercy is the type of character that is kind of like it's like a utility pick. It is gonna do extremely well against some of the cast and very poor against others. I don't see Mercy ever winning anything against Roadhog. I don't see Mercy ever winning anything against Mei, and both those are pretty much high-end characters right now for the 1v1. So going forward, as hype as it is to see Joe's Mercy, it's going to be how he chooses to use her, if he does pick her, because if he ends up with Mercy and he has to fight through a Mei or a Roadhog or even someone like a Bastion, it's an auto lose.
He's gonna get locked
more
out.
More so than other characters of the cast.
And speaking of auto lose, we saw Joe go 0 for 3 on Reinhardt today. His best hero, the hero he carries us with in comp. We saw him go 0 for 3.
Yeah.
Do you think he just drops Reinhardt going forward?
I think Joe's lost his confidence in Reinhardt in the 1v1. I don't think Reinhardt is an awful match in a 1v1. Maybe it's gonna be kind of like a Mercy pick, right? Maybe we're learning that Reinhardt does better against some than others. It depends. It really depends. I still have faith in a Reinhardt 1v1, but going forward, I don't think we'll see it from Joe again.
All right, we'll take a look at the standings here after the first week of our Monkey Deathmatch League has come to a conclusion here. In first place, we've got Kupanda. In second place, I guess technically tied for first place, is myself, John Scrow. And third place, we've got Seoxys with an overall map score of 4-2. Stigmata, who just took out MiamiJoe at 4-3. MiamiJoe in fifth at 3-4. Adventure Mickey, Michaela at 2-4. And Brodominus Rex and Gertie tied for last place, both 0 and 4. I can't wait, Josh. This is going to be
exciting.
So much fun going forward. All right.
Can't wait to see it.
Thank you, everybody, so much for watching.
If
you're watching now or if you're watching in the future, thanks for tuning in. And feel free to just keep tabs on our whole Monkey Deathmatch as we head out into the future. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Look forward to seeing you play against Dalton next week, Josh.
Yep, looking forward to it.
All right, take care, everybody. Have a great night. And let the salt flow through you.